It's the season finale of Bakugan Gen 3, and all the clans have been united. I am Haru Ren. Happy Year of the Dragon, everyone, and welcome to my review of the season finale of Bakugan Gen 3. So, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen this episode yet, go back and watch it now. But if you have, sit back, relax, and enjoy my review of Bakugan Gen 3, the season finale. So we begin the final episode with Lesser Lifeforms. Yeah, they reused the last 20 seconds of the previous episode frame for frame, kind of as sort of a recap from the last episode. But yeah, to bring you up to speed, Nilius blows wind and knocks Vikar off the roof to certain death, but Hammerhead catches him. This practically completes the character arc for Vikar. His parents being killed by a Bakugan was what started his dark path, and now a Bakugan saving his life is what guided him back to the light. Very poetic.
Attention citizens, you are being advised to shelter in place.
Attention citizens, I sound more disinterested than ever before. Nilius goes full crazy mode with him having the mask to give him the more ultimate power. Yeah, Nilius is the big bad villain in this season. We've followed this character throughout the season, and while we do kind of get his motivations for control and supremacy before, because it was the best interest of the Bakugan, now he's gone full Emperor Palpatine crazy.
Are you watching?
I think Nilius being the big bad villain of the season really works since he represents the moral opposite of Dragonoid. And Alan Turner, you can tell he's having a hell of a time with this performance.
You could never control me! Even V tried, but he ended up setting me free! Have this! I can feel it! It's working! It's working! The world shall bow down before me!
So Nilius absorbs V's mask and he becomes a gigantic kaiju monster. So I guess he's Nilius V? Oh wait, no, Pokemon already called that. And Nilius' power is so great that he overpowers Drago and Hammerhead.
You had any luck against Nilius yet?
Afraid not.
We're getting our butts kicked out here!
Come on, we're in a dramatic and life-threatening situation. They changed the soundtrack into something goofy and crack jokes? This is seriously bringing the moment down.
This stinks!
So to increase Drago's power to use gold titanium evolution, for some reason, Dan shoots the vaccine on the ground and rolls out in order to give Drago the energy he needs to sustain the evolution? I don't know. Bruiser really doesn't explain it that well either.
Eat dum-dum.
And you know, for an epic ultimate showdown between two Bakugan's strongest forms, this showdown is actually kinda weak. Like, I do like the Nilius shooting laser beams and Drago charging in at him with a shield, but the action when we get actual combat, it cuts off for another attack animation. Action and reaction are never in the same frames, and the attacks get cut off so we don't get any kind of tension when any of them does anything. They don't allow you to take in the impact of each move. This is just really awkward to watch in all honesty, which is kind of a shame because the final battles with the big baddie in the franchise have always been very visually appealing and fun to watch. Here, I guess it's fun, but it's also a bit weird. Look at this! Nilius barely even notices he's here! Drago hit him once, twice, 3 times, and that's it! The poster child of this franchise, and he gets 3 hits! It's over, Nilius! Lay at the high ground!
Dan and Drago, partners for life!
Oh, let's make it a short one!
Damn, Nilius was about to outright kill Dan there!
Drago! Blow with the blow!
Really? You couldn't think of a better name? A huge kaiju is fighting a dragon, causing destruction and chaos in its wake, and your first instinct is not run for cover but stand around and watch? Idiots! But Nilius ends up brainwashing the idiots he just blasted, and instead of having all the Bakugan attack Drago at once and Drago having a cool action scene to fight them off, it's once again just a slideshow. And Nilius in cool animation, but really weird battle cry. Blasts Drago, and the part fades to black onto the next part. Oh, for God's sake, this 2-part thing is stupid! Yeah, the next part is Exploding Sphere, which is what the literal translation for Bakugan means. Drago is blasted and loses his gold titanium evolution, and it seems like the Misfits are on the brink of defeat. And once again, Nilius, instead of blasting the city with his evil eyes, argues with Drago again on their ideals.
Drago, your vision for unity nearly led to disaster on Vestroia.
We are stronger together!
No, relying on others is a weakness. I will show you the true power!
And Drago's words encourages all the Bakugan to gather and unite against Nilius. And you know what? After the whole season of teasing this happening, you can't say this wasn't deserved. This is the moment we were all waiting for. The moment that Drago always preached and hoped for. And then we get a whole minute and a half of rolling animation from Drago, Ventry, Trux, and Hammerhead. Jesus, a minute and a half! That is just oozing desperation of dragging this episode along.
We are all one! And you get to see what true strength looks like! Isn't that right, BRAWLINGs?
Hey, Ventry, you still have some fight in you? Honk yeah! It's
Clans of Destroya!
A very nice moment where Dan doesn't cry out a certain clan. They're all one. This is the moment they've all built on. What is great about this, and I think a lot of people would probably disagree with me on this, is that for once there is no big superpower capstone Drago for this fight, and I think that it was perfect without one. In the past, there have always been a big capstone Dragonoid form that Drago uses to beat the bad guy, like Maximus, Infinity, Geoforge, but in Gen 3, it's particularly missing. Usually, Drago would turn into a superpowered form to take down the big bad guy, and Spin Master would be selling that to us like the big product to buy for the year. Now, it's possible that Spin Master thought that the big Areno was good enough since that one carries the gold titanium Dragonoid, but I think that not having Drago become the ultimate super mega lord was a good choice for the story. Because the message that Drago has been trying to convey throughout the series has been about working together regardless of who you are. The whole story was about trying to prove the Misfits' mission and message of diversity and to have them be strong when everyone is united. This right here is the capstone, all the clans united against Nilius. And this scene is the big payoff to what they've struggled to achieve all season. It really seemed like Gen 3 was less focused on trying to sell us toys and more so about trying to give us a good story, which is really saying something.
Let's show them what we've got!
In a pretty cool scene where the combined spirits of all the Misfits and Bakugan converge into one, Drago unleashes a Kamehameha at Nilius and it turns into one big Bakugan ball made of fire.
Let's show them our combined power!
Bakugan Exploration!
So, is this attack technically called Bakugan or Bakugan Squared? You couldn't have come up with a better name like Unity Cannon or something? The attack knocks Nilius out of Gold Titanium Evolution. When Nilius hits the ground, he oddly has dust rendered in 4K resolution.
I can't beat you together! I'll pick you off one by one! Starting with you, Dan!
Whoa, damn, he really wants Dan dead. But Juno Ex Machina. Yeah, Juno uses the same code that Ventry was infected with that kept her in ball mode to lock Nilius in ball mode, ending the threat and crazy warlord once and for all. Yay! Vakar is sent to prison for his actions and Nilius is held in a secure facility. Yay! And the ban on Bakugan brawling has been completely lifted. Yay! This mayor guy seemed awfully cheery and calm after his son was killed. And now they all lived happily ever after. Woo! But in a scene that I think would have made a really great post-credit scene if network regulations weren't so dumb, it turns out someone has recovered the Mask of V. One villain has been defeated, but it looks like it's only a matter of time before someone else takes out the mantle. And that's what they close it out on. Vakar may be done, but V lives on. So that was the season finale of Bakugan Gen 3. Let me know what your rating of the show was in the comments down below. The finale was a little bit underwhelming on the action side, being a little bit awkward to watch, but story-wise, this was a great ending. Like I said, Dragonoid didn't need to become a big badass overlord to match Nilius because the payoff to the story never led to that. Nilius was defeated because the Misfits stuck true to their principles and united all the clans together, creating a united bond stronger than evil. It was an amazing narrative and message that drove the story, and it made Nilius' defeat all the more satisfying. While some some sequences seemed like it just dragged the episode along, they still managed to pull off a pretty good ending, and even tease the next season. There is definitely going to be a next season, no doubt about it, and you know what? I'm going to be excited to see what they do next. Bottom line, the story was great, the visuals was meh. So I'll get this a high Baku good. Thank you for joining me in reviewing Gen 3. Be sure to press the like button and give us a subscribe for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren, thank God for Rapid Fire, and Ventry is based. Bye.